A Legend of the Northland. Watch it till the end so that you do not miss out any important point. The poet has used alliteration in many of the lines. We know that alliteration is the repetition of vowel sounds or consonant sounds at the beginning of the letters. The first example is in their funny furry clothes. So the sound of F is being repeated here. Then we have if I tell the tale to you. The sound of T is being repeated. Then again we have and being faint with fasting. Yes, you're right, the F sound. Again we have and still a smaller one. So here two sounds are being repeated, the S and the L. Then we have this phrase, then she took a tiny scrap. So the T sound is being repeated, and at the end we have my cakes that seem too small. So the S sound is being repeated. Then the poet has used repetition in the poem. Repetition, when the poet repeats the words or phrases in order to lay emphasis or communicate a message. So in the opening line of the poem, away, away in the Northland, the repetition of word away emphasizes how distant Northland is. Then we have the lines and rolled it flat. The repetition of the word rolled. It emphasizes that the lady rolled the dough many times to make it as flat and thin as a wafer. Then we have the word boring being repeated in the line by boring and boring and boring, which emphasizes the hard effort that the woman turned woodpecker has to make to find its food. Fine. So we'll now move on to another literary device, and that is enjambment. Enjambment is basically when one line is running into the other line without the usage of any punctuation mark in between. So we have a lot many examples for enjambment here. For example, these lines. And the nights are so long in winter that they cannot sleep them through. Here the first line rolls on to the next line. Similarly, when we read these lines, and the children look like bears' cubs in their funny furry clothes. Again we see that there is no comma or full stop after the first line, and it rolls on to the second line. Then we have these three lines. For she said, my cake that seemed too small, when I eat of them myself, are yet too large to give away. So the first line carries on to the next line without any punctuation mark. The poet has also used simile in the poem. Simile, when we compare two different things using the word like or as. So we have two similes being used by the poet here. When the poet says, thin as a wafer. So the thinness of the cake has been compared with the thinness of a wafer. Thus the cake was too thin to qualify as a proper cake. The comparison also highlights the little woman's greed and stinginess. The second example of the simile is as black as coal. So body of the woodpecker became as dark and black as coal. Last literary device that I'm going to talk to you about is rhyme scheme. So as I told you, this is a ballet with 4-line stanza, and each stanza follows the pattern of A, B, C, B. So that's the rhyme scheme that the poem follows all through the 16 stanzas. That's all for today.